back to another Love and Action Daily Boost program. I'm Dr. Flo, not telling you what I heard, but what I know. What I know is that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're going to be loved and lovable as yourself for the rest of your life. I am Dr. Flo, online coach and mentor. I encourage, equip, and empower people to live their bold dreams every day in their lives by following their bliss, using their time, talent, and treasure for good trouble on the planet. And if you're out there looking for someone to believe in you and your dream and help you map a pathway to success, I just might be your guy. Every Sunday, when we anchor root chakra in the theme for our community, we're joined by the fabulous Tara Praolo Studio to help us lift the week. She was on Clubhouse this morning, pouring water from her heart into the people and being poured into. And we are so thrilled, as always, to have her with us. Tell us who you are and what you're bringing today.
Hello, y'all. I am Tara Priolo. I am your resident Black biracial multi-passionate musician. I talk about the ish that nobody wants to talk about and push you to do the same. Um, Listen, y'all, I'm excited to talk about today. I feel like I said this in the clubhouse room, but I feel like over the last 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months ish, like, and one of my other coaches has said this as much. Like, do you know what kind of a shift? Like, do you know how much you're in the middle of a shift? But I feel like I'm kind of finally coming to at least like the ending side of it, and just like I'm just excited. So to see what's going on. I'm excited for Dr. Flo.
I'm
So
excited for your shift. I'm excited for my shift. I am excited about waking up to who I am and who you are and the new opportunities that exist everywhere. It's a season of change and love, and I'm beyond grateful. And the more that I change, the more I'm reintroduced to myself and this idea of who I am and my foundation that I've given to myself and that my family has given to me as it relates to safety, stability, and strength. Of course, every Sunday we root ourselves with the root chakra, known in Sanskrit as Malahadra. It's the first chakra in the traditional seven chakra system, located at the base of the spine. It governs our sense of security, groundedness, and our connection to the earth. And this energy center serves as a foundational root of our physical and energetic being. The key associations are the element of earth, the color of red, the mantra Lam, and of course, if you're out there, we say this every Sunday, if you are a performer, a visionary, or humanitarian like us, a strong root chakra provides the courage to take up space, a grounded presence to stand before others, and a resilience to move through all adversity. So whether you're on stage, coaching a client, or leading a donation-based tour, the inner foundation must be firm. Balancing your root chakra may involve walking barefoot in nature, such as earthing, practicing mindful breath work and grounding meditations, and also honoring your body with nourishment and rest. It also could include releasing inherited beliefs about scarcity and survival. Tara, are there any inherited beliefs about scarcity and survival that you are releasing today or this week?
well, I've talked about it before. My newest affirmation is there is only abundance. There is only abundance. There is only abundance. So that is a complete release of scarcity, right? Like it doesn't actually matter what happens because there's only abundance. Is it something appears to be leaving? There is only abundance. There's only abundance, you know?
Yeah, and we have so many resources in the world and in the community. We got to continue to encourage, equip, and empower people to ask for help and to not stop asking until they get it. That will help us all rise from our current situation into better. All right, y'all. It is week 34 of the year, which means that we have a new theme. And this month in our network, or this 28-day cycle, rather, is Love and Leadership Month. And in week 34, we're going to be talking about mentorship and growth together. And of course, you know that a big part of Love and Action Network is mentorship. You got the Adopt a Black Artist program, we got the Community Academy, we've got the morning clubhouse rooms, a bunch of opportunities where we can mentor each other and learn from one another. And so Each day this week, we're going to celebrate that guidance and wisdom sharing through the lens of the chakra of the day. And of course, it is August 17th, Sunday, Root Chakra Sunday. Here are some fun facts grounded in the stabilizing energy of that chakra. And we're going to combine some cultural insights with a dash of delightful oddity today. So, for those of you out there celebrating Indonesian Independence Day, know that on August the 17th, 1945, Indonesia declared independence from Dutch colonial rule in Jakarta, marking the birth of a sovereign nation. The root insight is that this day exemplifies the root chakra's call for grounded identity and collective security as millions rallied to lay their foundational roots for the nation's future. Would you like to take the next one?
Yes, I would. My eyeball is like leaking on the side, y'all. So I don't know what's happening. Anyway, Engineers Day. This is from Colombia. In Colombia, today celebrates the vital role of engineers in building infrastructure and innovation. The root insight is that engineering literally constructs the world we stand on. Tunnels, bridges, structures, also like there's engineers of the mind and engineers of the heart and engineers of the soul and engineers of the emotion, like engineers, mirroring the ground, foundational energy of the root chakra.
I'll jump in next. It's also National Vanilla Custard Day in the US, a creamy celebration of the classic dessert that blends milk, eggs, sugar, and vanilla. The root insight from the chakra today is that dessert is simple, comforting with its flavors, like custard. These flavors connect us to nourishment and home, the core of the root chakra's sense of safety and comfort.
Yes. Listen, y'all. I love vanilla. Like vanilla. I just love vanilla. I love vanilla. So vanilla
Have
custard
you ever
sounds
had
good.
Rita's?
What?
Rita's is a custard place on the East Coast. It's got like a green sign with a red and white kind of awning, and they specialize in all kinds of toppings placed on custards, and I love it. What is your local custard place? Are you into that?
We don't really go out for ice cream, so I don't really know where the nearest custard place is here. We buy one of those starlings just flew past again. We mostly buy Haagen-Dazs bars at Costco. That is our ice cream intake. It is also National Thrift Shop Day. It is a day to honor sustainable style, recycling wardrobes, and finding treasures in secondhand gems. Rooted in community and conscious consumption, thrift shopping strengthens our connection to resourcefulness and physical stewardship of our world. Which is like, yeah, how can we be stewards? I saw this. I think I posted it somewhere it was either in Deconstruction Junction or somewhere else, but it was a person sort of making fun of landlords, but at the beginning, like it was like a woke landlord, and so at the beginning she was like, "Hi, I'm blah blah blah, and I'm a land steward," and I do think that we can all be stewards of the land, a little bit more than we are. Hey, baby, can we not spill all of mommy's water onto the floor? Land steward, right? No wasting water.
I enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. Speaking of being good stewards, it's National Nonprofit Day, founded to celebrate the vital work of nonprofit organizations and community impact. The root insight that goes along with this is that nonprofits anchor social well being, signaling collective support, trust, and a grounded commitment to community care. Shout out to all the people who are part of the nonprofit industrial complex and the love that they seek to give in the world.
Sorry, I just literally watched my child become grounded where um Piper, like, the body was going one way and the one of the feet came off the ground, and Piper like auto corrected and landed a foot on the ground and came back to center. It was amazing. Babies are amazing. Um ooh, I feel like Poppy Wada would like this one. considering his favorite cat was 11. National Black Cat Appreciation Day, a date to dispel superstitions and celebrate black cats as beloved companions. Honoring animals traditionally misjudged connects, that was where the emphasis needed to go, connects us to grounded empathy and challenging societal biases. It reinforcing compassion in the fabric of community. Oh, yuck. This last one, oh.
It's Baby Boomers Recognition Day. We have some baby boomers in our community. Not all baby boomers are bad. Some of them can be a bit archaic and ancient in their thought process, but some of the baby boomers are pretty cool, and we recognize them today. It's a day to acknowledge the contributions of the baby boomer generation, those who shaped modern society in countless ways. I'm going to read that one more time because I got a little tripped up there. It's a day to acknowledge the contributions of the baby boomer generation, those who shaped modern society in countless ways. And the root insight is that paying tribute to this generation reinforces lineage, legacy, and the ancestral bedrock upon which the current society stands. And we cannot get to where we are without knowing where we came from and appreciation to our ancestors and those who have come before us. Take it away.
I want to do it. Okay, this is a bonus, y'all. I don't know why it's not labeled number 8, but apparently it's quirky. Okay, so on August 17th, 1982, all right, so that's over 40 years ago. Holy bajoli. Philips, like I think the company Philips, began producing the first commercially available compact discs. For you youngsters out there, that's also called a CD. Okay. Philips began producing the first commercially available compact discs, starting with ABBA's The Visitors. That's a cool fun fact. This technological leap grounded the future of digital music in hardware you could hold, melding innovation with tangible roots. And the root insight for this is even the most futuristic achievements need solid foundations, just as the root chakra demands a firm base to rise. That was a very fun factoid. I liked that one.
Very fun fact. One of my first CDs was Boys to Men, and also Gospel's Greatest Hits.
That shocks me not at all.
I think double disc, like one of those compilation albums where you get like all of the hits, or like one of those Wow Now compact
discs. The now like 57 that is out. Hang on, y'all. I actually think I have like, let me see if I just see it upon first glance. I don't see it. I have like my original package of CDs. I had a lot of burned CDs, y'all, like my Christmas CDs. And then one of the first CDs I got was like a Now something. And then I had a whole bunch of country CDs. Like, my life was very.
What were some of your greatest country artists that you really enjoyed listening to? I love Rascal Flatts. I had them on CD.
Okay, that was like 2000s though. I like my first CDs were in the 90s. And it was like so the Chicks, but they were the Dixie Chicks. I had Garth Brooks, y'all. I had the Garth, especially his Christmas CD, which you cannot find anywhere. They took it off the market. Oh, I found it, you guys! I found it. We are on an adventure together.
Open it up. Open it up. Open it up. Open it up.
Oh my God, you guys!
What? Okay, take us by one by one.
This is Kenny Chesney.
Okay.
The one on the back is a newer one, Idina Menzel, Holiday Wishes.
Okay, gotta love it.
It was like one of the last CDs I ever got. Oh my gosh, my children's choir, Bel Canto.
Yes, Bel Canto.
Music from and inspired by Stuart Little too.
Okay, interesting.
Train. Oh yeah, Train, for sure.
And look at the art. It's all about the art. The CD art was a big deal, y'all. Lots of time and attention went into making sure that the art on CDs was equally as commercial as everything else.
So cool. A lot of them are gone now. This is some burned CD. Who knows what's on it? There's
Oh,
actually two at the
yes.
back that are burned. So yeah, that's my my. It might not be the original, but
Grandma's CD collection.
grandma's CD collection. And then I have Josh Groban.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh yes, those are my CDs.
I love it. Well, whether you are celebrating the first commercially available compact disc, or Baby Boomers Day, or National Black Cats, or nonprofits, thrift stores, custard engineers, or Indonesian independence, I hope that you all are having a wonderful day this August 17th. We're going to push forward in our theme this week of mentorship and growth. And as it relates to Love and Action Network, and also anyone who is helping someone be mentored and grow in their lives around the planet, shout out to all of the mentors and those who are trying to give knowledge downwind to the next generation. And perhaps if you run an intergenerational operation like Love and Action Network, you are helping kids of all ages. Here are some questions to help you ground and reflect on today's Root Chakra Day. Who has been a grounding mentor in your life, and how did they provide stability for you? What early lessons shaped your sense of safety in pursuing growth? How do you provide security and consistency for those you guide? What practical foundations are necessary for a healthy mentoring relationship? And the last question is, how can mentorship heal generational fears around survival or belonging? Do any of those 5 questions speak to you today, Praolo?
Lots of them. I was literally just thinking like these would be really good as we like for the ops meeting tomorrow to just like take a moment and like answer them. And I'm just like really excited about this week because all Dr. Flo and I do slash what LAA does is mentorship and growth. Like that, it's like mentorship and growth counseling is really what it is. And so I'm just excited to like take a peek at these questions. So all of them stood out, but the one well, so there were two. The number 4 stood out to me. The what practical foundations are necessary for a healthy mentoring relationship, and then number 3, like that one for me. So number 4 stood out because I was like, oh yeah, that's something that I had wished. Like when I was signing up for things and when I was looking for my next mentor and looking for my next voice teacher, or those kind of things, that I had a list of like the things that I wanted in a coach and needed in a mentor. But number 3 stuck out to me in particular for Love and Action Network and Dr. Flo. How do you provide security and consistency for those you guide? And I know he's I think there's something happening. For those that don't know, Dr. Flo has moved and there's a lot of other people around, and so he's doing his thing.
What about my thing?
Your thing. I said you were doing your thing. I said that,
Yes, I was sending Poppy and his sisters and family out to the gym. They're going to burn some calories
woohoo.
at the gym, and I was seeing them off and locking the door so that I don't uh, get.
Yeah. I said that number 4 was the one that stood out like for me, and then number 3 was the one that I would love for you to take a crack at.
Oh, perfect. So yeah, there was a volleyball that came across the net while I was telling everyone that they were loved and lovable and to have fun burning the calories.
Yeah. Number 3, yeah, go ahead.
The question is, how do you provide security and consistency for those you guide? People have to feel and believe that they are safe enough to be themselves. And they need to see you provide the space for them to be themselves as many times as it takes to like, know, and trust you. Now, like, know, and trust is usually something that we use on our business and marketing development side of life, but it applies to all relationships. And I create a container daily in the clubhouse spaces, in my TikTok rooms, in our community chats. If you're in that over on WhatsApp or Instagram or Facebook and Facebook Messenger, we're constantly opening the door for people to be honest, open, willing, and available. And not simply honest, open, willing, and available according to our personal standards, but to the standard of how their hearts want to emit that positive vibration into the world. And so consistency means that every time I see Dr. Flo, he has something encouraging to say. Every time I see Dr. Flo, he's trying to give a lesson that would help me be more hopeful and more joyful in my life. And security, well, I am a safe person to be with, but I really try to empower people to become a safe space for themselves. And once you can go down deep in yourself and know that you are safe in your environment, internal and external, then you're easy to guide. People flow with me much, much better when they feel confident and courageous in themselves. And so we don't tell people in this network how to be and how to behave. We make sure that they find their own voice. I learned a lot about this from Tara Praolo's studio, who's been running a very successful vocal studio for years. And she does not encourage people to mimic what they hear on those compact discs. She wants you to sing your song your way, to interpret and to release the notes your way. That provides security for people. And people should feel secure enough with you to be themselves without a need to clean it up. In our morning rooms, I've talked most people out of this and tried to convince them to be open to their change. But we used to have a lot of women and femmes in the space, especially, who would stop talking and answering some of the prompts, and they would go, "How did I do, Dr. Flo? Was that good?" And personal security looks like knowing that no matter how you present, if you are doing the best that you can and offering your best answers uh, and your best self, it will always be enough. So, short answer: how do you provide security and consistency for those you love and those that you guide, rather, by allowing them to be who they are. And if they're going to change, hopefully they're changing for the better.
Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But
But
because
because
I'm you,
I knew you.
I had been changed for good. All right, y'all. We're pushing on to the last half of the questions, and then we'll be out of here. How can mentorship? Nope, that's not right. When did you first feel anchored by someone's wisdom? What role does trust play in establishing strong foundations with a mentor? How does mentorship help you feel more rooted in your purpose? In what ways can you pass down grounding practices to others? And how does honoring your roots deepen your growth journey? Any of those stick out to you? I see a wow face. These are
Yeah,
all so good. They're so good.
this is a great week.
Yeah.
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 The last one I'll take, and then we can move into our personal gratitude and keep it pushing. Uh, Thank y'all so much for being with us today and holding space with us and allowing us to just shine our light into the world through these chakras. And we'll be here throughout the week to do the same as we have for many, many weeks now. As it relates to honoring my roots, listen, I am a descendant of slaves or a descendant of enslaved people. You can go into the slave logs of Petersburg, Virginia, and find my last name on the roll. Deep, deep ancestral roots into what it means to be enslaved. I realized this week from moving and choosing to strengthen my family by rising out of a painful circumstance, which you will hear about very soon in an Instagram and YouTube series. I realized that while my people's, meaning the ancestors of my ancestors may have been enslaved people, but I'm free. I'm free. How does honoring my roots deepen my growth journey? Recognizing that, in the words of Maya Angelou, the crown that I wear on my head has already been paid for. I can put it on today. And I found myself, as I was escaping a very domestically toxic environment, starting to kind of move like an enslaved person. I got to take the trash out at night. I got to kind of move through the neighborhood in interesting ways so I don't get detected as I'm trying to escape. And finally, I released all of that noise and said, yo, the people who were truly on plantations and enslaved, my great, great, great grandparents in Virginia, they survived that and came out of that so that I could grow in my fullness out loud. In the new space that I'm in right now, it's wonderfully temperature controlled. There is smooth jazz going in the background. My husband and partner has taken his sisters to the on-site, on-campus gymnasium. That's just a mere few steps from where we reside now. And there's no creeping. There's no lurking. There's no diminishment of who we are to be who we are. There's no name calling about. That was the most interesting thing to hear as we left, that the people who were caretakers of us and the people who were supposed to be honoring of us and the people who wanted the rent money were actually very homophobic and mean-spirited towards us, even though they wanted our cash. And when the daggers came out, we found that there were so many hidden thoughts. Honoring my roots and my freedom means that I no longer have to hide any part of who I am to be love and to find love in the world. And I'm grateful for my great, great grandpa John, who died at 103, who's a joyful, lighthearted man who paved the road so that I can run. And I ran right out of North Carolina into the loving arms of friends and family. And we've still been crying in the mornings on Clubhouse. We've still been giving each other flowers and receiving great joy. And not one thing in our network stopped moving forward in love as a result of this change. And for those of you who are out there today, for those of you who are out there who are feeling like a positive change might destabilize you, I would encourage you to take the risk. You may not win every facet of your journey, but it's totally worth it to liberate yourself in whatever ways you see fit. Remember, Maya Angelou taught us that love liberates. Love does not push down. Love does not call names. Love does not have a record of wrongs. Love doesn't have a billing cycle. Love does not have a ledger. Love liberates. And so honoring your roots as you continue to grow will be one of the most liberating experiences And I really hope and pray and desire in my heart that everybody gets to grow in the ways that they want to grow.
We're attempting to. Are you going to do that one? You can do it. You got to undo the Velcro. We're like learning how to do things, y'all. Today, Piper wiped their own face. We're growing up. Yeah, undo those. Undo those. Yep, good job. Can you take it off? Can you take it off? I am grateful for this baby. I'm grateful for the little dimple that is coming out on the cheek that my mama told me last night. It skipped me, but my grandma had it and my mama has it. Both of them had it when they were kids. And so that is we were talking about legacy, or one of the questions was kind of about legacy earlier. And yeah, so I'm really grateful for that. I am grateful for food delivery services. Instacart from Costco is like, y'all don't know how much of saviors you are. Y'all don't know how much of the saviors you are. And I'm grateful for the continuation of whatever it is. Like, I'm grateful to not be so beholden to timelines and beholden to definitions of success and capitalism and white supremacist Delulu, and just being able to just exist and move and enjoy and not enjoy and roll my eyes at people and not roll my eyes at people. Like, I'm just grateful to be, you know what I mean? Like, there's some people that I go, like, are you really doing that right now? But we don't got a lot of those left in the network. So, you know, yeah.
I do know, and stay tuned. Stay tuned and attuned, because a new shipment of humans always arrives into the network, and they bring their personalities and their quirks and positive attributes, negative attributes, neutral attributes. It doesn't matter. Whoever you are, if you are a human, we can help you and uplift you and be helped by you. Because we've been talking in Deconstruction Junction on Thursdays, and another episode's coming up this week, about what it means to accept people, radically accept people, human first. And if you are a human, we're able to hold space for you and to love you as you are. And if the law of attraction takes you further down the river to annoy someone else, so be it. So be it.
Be it.
We always find what we're looking for. Another recent affirmations in the network is things work out for me. Things work out for us. Things work out for you. And we have to just divinely trust that today and every day. I'm grateful for the gift of technology that connects us. I'm grateful for willing participants in the community that we're building. I'm grateful for new environments and peace of mind. And I'm grateful for the turkey sausage and oatmeal that my husband made for me this morning in great joy. I promised Poppy that I would get to know him in an environment that wasn't destabilized or constantly being destabilized. Because I couldn't see him through the mist and the fog and the noise of what was going on, because we were under so much stress and incredible pressure. And while people will say in the forthcoming docuseries that that's not the case, we were subjected to a lot of stress. Even if the chief stress was not being believed in our wholeness. You will see in the tape to come, and you will see in the subsequent releases of information to come, that while people were pretending to believe in us and to help us, they really didn't believe in us in the end. And sometimes you can feel a thing, and that's knowing enough. But then to know it and to have intuition that that's what's happening, and then to truly see it for what it is a whole different ball of wax. But the cream of our lives always rises to the top. And life may cook you, and life may boil you, but the cream always rises to the top. So, thanks for watching today and holding space for love daily. On behalf of our producing partners, Poppy Water 33, Tara Paolo Studio, and Andre in the Flow, we're so grateful that you're part of our vibrant and fantastic network called Love in Action Network. If you're looking to plug into love and the work that we're doing to encourage, equip, and empower all humans on the planet, go to lovedandlovable.bio.link, 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 and we would love to have you tap into our many resources down that very long webpage. And until next time, on behalf of all of us here, stay in your power, stay in your joy, stay loved and lovable. We will see you very, very soon around these hallowed internet halls.